Today we've got the privilege of reviewing Milam Greene out of Blanco, Texas. This is a new distillery to me. I've never had their juice. I'm very excited to check it out. So let's get into it. All right, so welcome back to Brutally Honest Bourbon. Guys, I appreciate you for tuning in every single time. I want to just take a moment to thank all of our patrons. Without you guys, this thing wouldn't be possible. I really appreciate everything that you do. Let us know how we can continue to support you as you support us. So recently I was talking to my buddy Philip, who owns Distillery Acadia, Cajun's Cut whiskey, and he mentioned to me that there was a brand that I needed to know about, Milam Greene. He gave me Marlene Holmes' phone number, and I reached out to her, and she reached right back out to me. So she and I have connected. She gave me this bottle of whiskey to review, and I couldn't be more excited because I've never heard of them prior, don't know much about them, but now that I've learned a little bit about them, I'm really excited to see what we're about to get into. So Milam Greene is located in Blanco, Texas. Marlene has just been inducted into the Whiskey Hall of Fame. She started her career back at Jim Beam. She was there for like 30 years, and that's where she learned distillation. Fast forward, she's at Milam Greene now. They source whiskey, distill whiskey, and contract out some of their distillation, and then they blend all of this to come up with their different batches. It sounds very exciting to me, and for Marlene to have 30 years in the game, it just really intrigues me to see how good this whiskey could be. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. Milam Greene, Texas-based whiskey distillery founded by Heather Greene, Marsha Milam, and Marlene Holmes. They focus on a blend of in-house distillation, contract distilling, and sourced barrels to create the unique range of whiskeys. Their lineup includes straight bourbon, single barrel releases, and limited editions, blending both Texas and Kentucky influences. A little bit about Marlene, like I said, she's a veteran distiller with decades of experience in the whiskey industry. Before joining Milam Greene, Marlene worked for Jim Beam for over 30 years, where she learned traditional Kentucky distilling methods. At Milam Greene, she oversees distillation, applying her Kentucky heritage to the brand's Texas operations. Her expertise in fermentation, distillation, and age have been instrumental in shaping the distillery's whiskey profile. This is very unique, right? Just think about how they all came together, and I like finding whiskeys that I don't know about. So I really appreciate Philip for putting me on this one, and I couldn't be more excited to get into it. So let's just do that. Nice cork pop. We'll pour that in a Brutally Honest Glen. You can see the color on that. It's a nice amber color. It looks to be a little younger. I don't know that there's an age statement on it. It's 108 proof, distilled in Kentucky and Tennessee, aged, finished, and bottled by Milam Greene in Blanco, Texas. Very small batch, and it is not age stated. So I'll have to ask Marlene for the age statement on that. It does look to be a little younger, but I do like the color on it. Let's see what we think on the nose. So right off the bat, it's a real smooth nose. It's not very ethanol forward, 108 proof. It's a sweet oaky smell, light, like brighter type of sweetnesses. I don't know if I'm gonna say it's honey. It's gonna be light brown sugars maybe. There's some bright fruits there. I wouldn't say that I'm getting cherry, but some sort of berry. All in all, the nose is pleasant. It's not very potent. It's not very powerful. It doesn't come off the glass. It's super strong. So I'm excited to dig in. Let's see what this is like. It's absolutely delicious. Now I know you guys watch, and I keep telling you, Heather says,
Brandon, you named your brand Brutally Honest Bourbon. People expect you to give them the brutal, honest truth. If something's bad, you need to tell them. And if it's good, you're going to tell them. But it seems like you like more whiskey than you dislike.
And I can't help that. Like, there's just really good whiskey out there. So my first sip on this one, it's my first sip of the day. I can tell you that it's definitely got a lot of bright fruits. It's got a lot of complexity. It rolls across the palate really nice. It gives you a nice hug in the chest on the backside, as you would expect on a first sip. I got like really sweet tobacco, oak, some bacon spice there, some caramel. It's definitely got a really good sweetness to it. So it's not like overpowering sweet. I like it. It's got a wonderful mouthfeel. It's not real thin. It's got enough rye spice there to make me happy. I really just like the way that rye just kind of tingles the tongue, similar to a hot sauce or something. Yeah, I mean, Marlene said she was very excited for me to try that one, and I was scared to death because I promise you guys, if I taste something, I think number one, you're gonna see it on my face if I don't like it. But number two, I'm gonna just straight up tell you that I personally don't like it. That doesn't mean that it's a bad whiskey. It means that for me, it just isn't what I would prefer. It's not good to me. It's my opinion. It's not a fact. This is one that I like. So perhaps you guys go out and try this small batch and you decide you don't like it. So, maybe that helps you to understand that, Brandon likes these types of profiles. I don't like them. The things that I don't like much in a whiskey are the floral type of things, or the minty late rise that get that artificial mint flavor. I don't dig that. Man, yeah, it's really good. A lot of complexity. Like it's just rolling in different flavors. And you guys know that I'm novice at best. When it comes to articulating all the different flavors and aromas that I'm getting off of a whiskey, I'm not there yet. I'm learning. But I will tell you that everything that I'm picking up off of it is pleasant. It's even got a little bit of a bittery kind of leather finish on it that I really appreciate. It's just another layer of complexity for me. So overall, let's just talk about it and let's rank it. I would think of this more like a daily pour. This would be a bottle that I would enjoy coming home to in the evenings and having a pour of. Maybe even my first or second pour, warm up with a 90 proof and then move your way up to this 108. But I could see myself sitting around in the afternoon enjoying this after work. Absolutely. That's where this one falls. So it's not going to be a high-end bottle. It's not going to be that, unicorn crazy type thing that, just blows you away. But it is something that you're going to sit around and you're going to enjoy it when you have the sip. So with a 5 beard ranking for me, and 5 being something that just absolutely just blows me away. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's not something I'm probably going to run to daily. We're going to rank it on that scale, just like we would anything else. So let's go one with the nose. Like I said, the nose is lighter. It is opening up some. So it's sweeter. It's oaky. It's not a super strong nose. You have to dig for it a little bit. I mean, it's obvious. You can smell it. But what I do get is very pleasant. So on a 5-star scale on the nose, I'll give it 3.5 because I like a nose that is a little bit more potent. And maybe you don't have to get so far in the glass to get it. Maybe my glass is not absolutely conducive to what we're doing here. And Marlene, with her experience, can tell me, Brandon, you chose the wrong glass. Maybe I did. On the palate, you guys know that I am a sucker for mouthfeel. I like a oily, cover my palate type. I don't like a thin whiskey. I like something that's got a little viscosity to it. This one does that for me. That off the bat shoots it straight up because that's what I'm liking. Now, it could be that, and then the flavor profile of it be unpleasant, and that's going to be punitive. But this thing is delicious. I mean, it's absolutely delicious. It's not even just okay. Like, I'm thankful to have this bottle in my bar. Like, Marlene, thank you. We will be buying more Milam Greene products for sure, and I can't wait to get out there and meet you guys. And Philip, thank you for putting me on. So, the flavor profile of it, the mouthfeel, I feel comfortable giving this thing like 3.8, 3.9 beards on the palate. And there again, we're ranking a daily pour, in my opinion. Like this is a good daily pour. It's way beyond like a Buffalo Trace or something that we might go to daily. It's up there with the Wild Turkey single barrels. It's good. All right, so let's rank the finish. That flavor is so good, y'all. That is a delicious whiskey. I can't wait to share that with some people. So due to the complexity and my not understanding the age statement on this, it has a really good finish. Everything that rolls out, there's complexity there. It starts out real sweet in the mid palate, rolls into like just a oily type of rye tingle on the back of the palate, and then you get that little hint of like leathery bitterness that just kind of leaves you with a sweet leathery bitterness. The finish on it is phenomenal. I think that we could easily give it 4 on the finish and give the bottle a 3.9 all the way around. And so for what we're ranking there is, for me, a bottle that ranks a 3, absolutely, I'd like to have the bottle, not buying it back up. If we get into the 4s, I'm going to buy a bottle and probably keep a backup because I'm going to crush it. It's crushable. And then, you know, a 5.0 is like a unicorn, kind of like just blow me away. Like, you don't want to drink it every night because it's just so good and it's harder to get. So this one being more available, you can get them on their website. They have packages where you can kind of bundle things together easily. This is a 394 bottle. Like, you want a bottle, and if it's a little harder to get, you want to help yourself on save on shipping and whatnot, go ahead and get you a second one. I can't wait to try some of your other products, guys. Like, I'm very excited about Milam Greene, and I wanted to be excited about it. I was scared to death that it was going to be off-putting or something, and I wasn't going to like it. Shame on me, because I had no clue at Marlene's history and, you know, how much experience that she's had. She absolutely knows what she's doing over there as well. You know that. But guys, this is the one. Like, I am glad to put you on something that I didn't know about. Hopefully for some of y'all that didn't know about this one, I've helped you out. Milam Greene, small batch, very small batch. It's batch 3, 108 proof, and it gets my beard of approval. That thing is delicious. So until next time, y'all let the whiskey and the friendships flow. Cheers. It's really good. It's really good.